Hello friends, it's me! And today we're going to talk about the 2005 film Constantine. This film is based on the comic book series Hellblazer featuring the character John Constantine, played here by Keanu Reeves. The story follows Detective Angela, who goes to the reclusive demon hunter Constantine after her twin sister Isabel's mysterious death. Though the police ruled it as a suicide, she doesn't believe her sister would take her own life and instead believes foul play or something supernatural is at hand. To her request, Constantine reluctantly agrees to help her look into her sister's death. But what they find quickly turns into something much bigger than they could have ever imagined. As the story progresses, we find out that demons are trying to get into our world, and the only thing standing between them and total control of humanity is Constantine. So let's jump right into it. Let's see how Constantine came to be. John Constantine is introduced in the film as an everyday change whiskey-drinking man who happens to be a demon hunter. But how did he become one? Well, that's revealed in a flashback. We see a young John smoking, drinking, partying, and generally being a bit of a punk. He's also a magician who, along with two other accomplices, tries to summon the demon Azrael. The plan is that once summoned, John will kill his two friends and sacrifice their souls to gain power. However, things don't go according to plan. Instead of gaining power, John is sent straight to hell. But upon his arrival, he finds out he isn't going to be staying there permanently. No! You see, while he was alive, John had a brain tumor. And since the rules stated that no living person could enter hell, he was given a choice. He could either remain in hell as a permanent resident, or he could have his brain tumor removed and live out the remainder of his life as a human. It's obviously a no-brainer, pun intended. John chooses the latter and returns to the land of the living with the side effect of having lost his sight in one eye. John wasted no time getting down to business, and from that point forward, his sole purpose was to hunt demons and send them back to hell. Now we meet up with John years later, when Detective Angela shows up at his door asking for his help. The story unfolds with a few flashbacks showing us how Angela's sister Isabel was a deeply religious girl who found comfort in God. The day before her death, Isabel had found a strange mark carved into the floor of her apartment. And when Angela discovers this same symbol at her sister's funeral, she believes it holds some significance. It was not long after that she met up with John and brought him back to her sister's apartment. They were soon joined by Isabel's friend, Manny, who was worried that Angela was losing her mind. But even he was shocked when he saw the mark on the floor. He explained that just like Angela, he believed something supernatural was at play. You see, Manny was part Native American and knew of an entity called a Crooked Man. According to legend, the Crooked Man is a demonic creature who lives inside mirrors and feeds off the despair of humans. But there's hope yet. If you can lure him away from the mirror by making him walk backward through the reflection, then he can't hurt you anymore. The three of them attempted this ritual, but the Crooked Man seemed too powerful. Just when all hope seemed to be lost, Constantine destroyed the mirror, thus ridding them of the demon. But while the Crooked Man was gone for good, other demons were just getting started. Angela and Constantine continued to search for answers as Gabriel, one of hell's most feared demons, made his way into the human world. Like the Crooked Man, Gabriel could only enter the world through reflections, and he planned to use the city's tallest building to bring about the apocalypse. From there, he would conquer the world and turn humanity over to Satan. In order to stop Gabriel, Constantine turned to Father Hudgens, an old mentor of his, who taught him everything he knew about hunting demons. Unfortunately, Hudgens was terminally ill, and when Constantine asked him to perform an exorcism on him so he could see if Gabriel was inside of him, he refused. Instead, he told Constantine that he would have to do the deed himself. And after a very emotional goodbye, Constantine went off on his own. Meanwhile, Gabriel was inside Detective Ramirez, who had captured Constantine earlier in the film. After beating him and putting him in jail, Gabriel was able to possess him completely, and he used Ramirez's body to make his way up the tallest building in the city, which happened to be the same building where Isabel took her own life. At the top of the building, he opened up a doorway to hell and began bringing demons into the world. With the help of Manny, Angela found Ramirez and helped him break free of Gabriel's control. Then, armed with holy water and an attitude, they headed off to the roof to confront the demon. Unfortunately, Ramirez and Angela weren't fast enough, and Gabriel used them both as human shields, forcing Constantine to choose between the two. But no matter which one he chose to save, the other would end up dying. Didn't have much time to decide. Gabriel was already draining the life out of Angela, and it looked like it was too late for her. But in a last-ditch effort to save her, Constantine called on Lucifer himself, the king of hell. Since Lucifer was the only one who could match Gabriel's power, Constantine hoped that by calling for him, he could stop the demon. Unfortunately for Constantine, he didn't realize Lucifer had other plans. You see, Lucifer had been watching John for a long time, and he'd made a deal with him during John's time in hell. John promised Lucifer that one day he would give up the hunt and join him in hell. In exchange, Lucifer promised to help him defeat any enemy. That day had finally come. Lucifer appeared and with a snap of his fingers, killed every demon on the roof, including Gabriel. Then he offered Constantine the chance to join him once again, but now the stakes were high. Constantine had to reject his offer in front of witnesses or else the deal would be considered null and void. But to his surprise, he didn't have to choose. In the chaos, Angela shot and killed Lucifer, thus freeing John from his promise. With the battle won, John went to see Father Hudgens, who was close to death. But after performing the exorcism on himself, he was freed of any demons inside him and was able to pass away peacefully. In the end, John continued his work, hunting demons around the world, all the while knowing that one day he would die and return to heaven. But maybe, just maybe, if he did enough good, he could convince Lucifer to let him stay in heaven. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and hit the bell notification for more content like this.